jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like that. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Livingston. And it's Barbosa in for Curry. Smith, he's in at point guard. Hill is out there with Allen. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Stuckey in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to Smith. Dishes it to Hill. Stuckey outside. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The shot's good from Smith. Now here is Barbosa. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He's had almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed him.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George, though. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
Miles, that's good. Here's Barbosa. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He dishes it to Thompson. Back to Barbosa. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barbosa's got 5 now.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Hill, a screen on Barbosa. It's Allen on the wing. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, it's Indiana.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
And that's right, Clark. 6 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
Barbosa kicks to Green. From outside, off the mark. Pacers trail by 13. Now Smith. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's the pick. In the corner, Miles with it. To the inside. Here's Hill. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
That's good.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Here's Smith. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first half. And so we wrap up the first.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys. And Hill comes in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Smith subbed in for Hill. Golden State also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes is the stretch 4 with Green in the middle. Curry is out there with Livingston. And it's Rush in at small forward. Here's Smith. They get the rebound. Here's Hill. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. In third, the Warriors. The Pacers fourth.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
First one falls for him. Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
The Pacers making a change here. Stuckey's checked in.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Miles the pass to Smith. No good on the triple.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
Here's Smith. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Outside, Green. Barbosa against Stuckey. From deep. Paul George grabs the miss.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
Smith right side, outside, George. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Now just a one-point Warrior lead.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Livingston dishes to Barbosa. And Rush kicks to Green. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Warriors. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith the pass to George. Back to Smith. It's rebounded by Golden State. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. And I'm sure they're anxious to get back home as that will be game 6 of this 7-game road trip. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. So both teams changing it up here. And it's the Warriors' ball. It's a 10-point game. Smith, he's in at the point. C.J. Miles is out there with Hill. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Green, no luck.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Smith outside. Turner with a screen on Curry. The drive by Smith. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily